Gracious Father, your holy words tell us that our time is in your...
No soup for you.
Ted.
What's that?
Teddy. Ted. You're screaming.
Yeah, this is my favorite episode.
Can we please try to spend our last moments with purpose?
Laughter is my purpose. I'm a comedian.
You're a 41-year-old volunteer busboy at the Chuckle Hut.
Professional doorman, and I host a budding alt comedy night.
Do they pay you?
Yeah, in Bitcoin. Those suckers.
My goal is to make sure your soul...
Uh-oh, look out everyone. Here comes goals. We got Gretzky over here.
This is still my home, Ted.
I pay rent here, so...
You haven't paid rent in months.
Well, you don't accept Bitcoin.
Help me save you, or I will murder you.
Was that a passage from Leviticus or Ecclesiastes?
Gracious Father, your holy words tell us that our time is in your hands. Hear our prayers for my brother Teddy and for our family as we near the end of our earthly life.
Don't include me in your little incantation.
I promised Mom I would look after you. If we don't cross over together.
None of that bullshit means shit. It's over tonight. Dunzo. Don't be a cunt.
Don't say that.
Cunt. Call the woke police. They can't cancel me now. We're all getting canceled by an asteroid tonight. Woohoo!
Only God knows what
God don't know science.
Science can't explain everything.
You don't have to be Einstein to use a telescope, Shay. Galileo could see that a rock bigger than the moon will fuck up 100% of the people on Earth immediately. The remaining 1% already left on one of Elon's rockets.
I have faith the Lord will provide, and if she doesn't...
She? Cut the SJW bullshit. Jesus Christ. You can't be a Bible bumper and feminist.
And you can't keep pretending everything is a joke. You own nothing, you do nothing. You've had a drinking problem since...
I have a drinking solution.
A wasted life. And you have zero excuse. I mean, you might fool the rest of the world with your irreverent hipster guy hobo act, but not me. Not your sister. You've literally had the same opportunities that I did. You could have contributed to society.
How's all that contributing working out for you now?
What makes me sad is I love you. Mom loves you. God loves you. Nothing you say or do will change that. I will pray for you, and God willing, that will be enough. If you won't open your heart, all I ask is that you let me prepare for both of us in peace. Okay?
You know what? I changed my mind. I'm in.
What?
You've convinced me. I've avoided this all my life, but now it's time to get real.
Okay. Great. I'm proud of you, Ted, and
Tell JC to hook up a G-list. You heard that, Elizabeth? I'm coming to join you, honey.
You're such an asshole.
What do you mean? I'm in. This is what you've always wanted.
You can't just say it and...
Is there an exam or something? I'll take it. I absorbed a lot of shit in Sunday school. Test me.
You have to actually open your heart.
Are you a bouncer at Club Kingdom Come? Did St. Peter hire you? Who's the DJ? Avicii? That motherfucker's beats were heavenly.
Ted.
I want in. Beam me up. You know what I think?
Here we go.
I think you're scared and you're hedging, just like me.
Who are you to question anyone's faith?
Your brother? Here to tell it like it is?
Make it quick.
It's pretty simple. Your superpower is your ability to commit to shit that you care about. You wanted to go to McGill, so you study 24/7, led all the fuck-ass committees, boom, McGill graduation, summa cum laude. You wanted to start a non-for-profit, so you did a master's in philanthropy and nonprofit leadership, then opened up a center, boom, helping. You wanted Mom to live out her last days with peace and dignity, so you put your career on pause to take care of her for a few years. Boom, best sibling, congrats. You got the family condo for your troubles. You wanted your brother to stop drinking, so you paid for my rehab. You gave me a place to stay. Boom, sainthood.
What is your point exactly?
My point is, you spent a lot of time not focusing on what should be the most important thing for a true Christian. If you truly believed, you would have been a preacher or a nun or like a missionary. You would have built a megachurch, wore sandals and a robe, and spent your days flipping over casino tables. You would have given up on all these tiny side missions like college, jobs, organizations, family. You would have spent every second of this arbitrary existence in abject terror of whatever was waiting for us. You would need booze to grasp the magnitude of the unknowable. It would consume you 24/7 and make it impossible to focus on anything else ever. Just like me. Nobody who truly believes would be so self-assured.
Ted? I'm scared.
I wonder what would pop up if I Googled me. Oh, I guess this is me. Flowing blonde hair, big doe eyes, and very, very white. Oh, in this one I have flowing blonde hair, big doe eyes, very, very white, and prominent boobs. Okay, well, here's one. Red hair, big innocent eyes, white, and boobs again. Not that I don't have boobs. They're not wrong. It's just that they're pretty front and center here. Big boobs. Small boobs. I don't think those can even be real. Manageable boobs and sad eyes. Helpless eyes. Desperate eyes. Here I am, eyes looking up to heaven. Eyes looking down to hell. Eyes looking anywhere but directly at, whoa. Naked, like all of the way. Naked. Naked again. Action shot. Here I am getting yelled at while naked. Oh, look, here I am getting dragged against my will while naked. Very dark. The color in this one is pretty, but actually I'm getting raped behind that column there. Oh, look, more boobs though. A little bit of bush. Oh, here I am waving my arms around, probably during my descends into madness phase. I was probably trying to get your attention. Maybe because I was raped, or maybe because no one was listening to me. However, I am wearing a dress in this one. Oh, no, that's not a dress. Zeus, who painted these? Is this how you remember me? I think I deserve better than this. I think it's because I pissed off Apollo. I just didn't want to have sex with him. That's all. For thousands and thousands of years, women have been punished and or ignored because they didn't want to have sex with some guy. If you really want to know, I didn't even have the gift of divination. I was just extrapolating and taking educated guesses. Easy peasy. I looked and listened. I warned of wars and death and climate change and white supremacy and the end of the world as we knew it, but instead of listening, people threw me up on a pedestal and called me a prophetess. And that gave them permission to not listen. Because it makes a better story to put a woman up on a pedestal, call her prophetess, fatefully ignore her, and then suffer great tragedy, rather than to actually listen to what she's saying, because that would have made a boring story, and mankind likes an exciting story. Also, mankind would prefer to look at boobs than listen to words. But I tried to tell you. And then some dick came along and told everyone, "Don't believe her, she's just some psycho bitch." And who did you believe? No wonder I went mad. Actually, contrary to the Google, I didn't go mad. I got mad. They made me a prophetess and then punished me because I was right. They put me on the cover of Time magazine and created an icon rather than a human. They shared my video until it went viral. Like that does anything. They made me a symbol. They made me untouchable. They made me silenced, helpless, slutty. They made me crazy, over-emotional. They made me frenzied, they made me nasty, and they gaslit me. But that just made me fiery. It made me fierce, angry, disorderly. And that makes me dangerous.
In the face of the current climate crisis, marine biologists have discovered that whales play a significant and startling role in capturing carbon from the atmosphere. One whale absorbs 33 tons of carbon in its lifetime, taking that carbon out of the atmosphere for centuries. Whales also enhance carbon dioxide removal because wherever there are whales, there is phytoplankton, microscopic creatures that grow easily in iron-rich whale feces. Plankton contributes to at least 50% of all oxygen in our atmosphere and captures an estimated 40% of all CO2 produced. To put things in perspective, this is equivalent to the amount of CO2 captured by 1.7 trillion trees, 4 Amazon forests worth. When a whale dies, it sinks to the bottom of the ocean, giving place to a whole ecosystem for other sea life to thrive. Could whales be the solution to reducing carbon emissions?
Last night, a dream deposited in my mind by the great flush. It was foretold. I dreamed 3 birds, plump and sleek, hovered just outside my window, pecking at a dead plant. The bird. A stone sliced through the crisp morning to land among the startled birds, who took flight, only to vanish into thin air. Suddenly, the plant had 2 new leaves, vivid against the pure whiteness of the snow. The tree. It was foretold. The bird, the tree, a stone, a child. It was foretold. We have gone without for so long, standing in lines with no end, prisoners in our own homes, strangers to each other, to ourselves. We have prayed, we have scrounged, we have suffered, we have believed. Since a girl, the daily ablutions have I performed, scrubbing myself raw until I drew blood. For it was foretold that the new age would deliver unto us the best of the old. Once found and reclaimed, the brightest beacon would carry us over to a new luminous future, an age of comfort and ease. Every night have I prayed we would receive the plenty we were promised. Every day have I sought a sign in the shadow of the sacred mountain. When I woke, I looked to the window, saw the dead plant, the stone on the balcony, heard the birdsong, a cacophonous chorus, the signs. Then I lifted my eyes and saw the clouds low in the sky, a pattern of porcelain chevrons, beckoning, calling, inciting, insisting, pointing me towards the mountain, towards the plenty. But now I lift my eyes and see a child. The child. As it was foretold, so it has come to pass. the bird, the tree, a stone, a child. The signs. I, the messenger, the conduit, the vehicle, the medium. All the signs have led me here to this. The plenty.
Hey, Felix.
Hey, Conor.
Got everything you need?
Yep, it's in my backpack.
We're walking. We see a lady, sitting alone, staring at a roll of toilet paper.
I open up my backpack and I give her a blanket.
We pass by a house and see a woman deep in thought, drinking a cup of something warm.
Let's not disturb her. I leave a blanket for her on her doorstep.
We pass an apartment and see two adult twins eating cheesecake and arguing and watching Seinfeld. Do you know what Seinfeld is?
Nope.
That's okay. We pass a woman on a pedestal, yelling to the crowd, but no one listens to her. We pass a king with a crown in an alleyway staring at his iPhone. Finally, we make it to the water. Hey, Felix, what are you gonna miss?
My family.
A family of whales pokes their noses out of the water. A girl is riding one.
I open up my backpack and give her a blanket.
And then it starts to happen. Up in the sky, Jupiter and Saturn are this close together. In front of us, the air is swirling and humming, and a bridge appears. At the middle of it, we feel a kind of wall.
I have to step through before time runs out.
Please, Felix. You are the only one who can tell us what's on the other side.
I step through. I hear wailing, like crying. I hear a gust of wind. I smell Five Guys burgers and fries? I feel clouds under my feet. I feel the footsteps of my enemy. They are tiny. They are far away. They are right behind me. I turn around to look. All I see is the portal. On the other side, is you, but you look different. Your skin is whiter. Your hair is blonde. Above you, I see a ghost, but not any ordinary ghost. A phantom that is haunting you. Your mind is possessed by the phantom, and you look deep in thought. You try to step through the portal, but you can't. The bridge falls apart. You fall into the water dimension. I open up my backpack. I pull out Dr. Rainbows. He is a rainbow llama stuffy that I won from the claw machine outside the Cineplex. In the air dimension, Dr. Rainbows grows to be the size of a real llama. I ride on his back.
I am Dr. Rambos. I am an alien llama from a planet that was getting attacked by a bunch of evil guys. They captured me, and every day I have 3 powers to help me in whatever situation I'm in. And that's how I escaped.
Do you smell that, Dr. Ramos?
5 Guys burgers and fries. Let's go.
Dr. Ramos and I eat 5 Guys burgers and fries on a table made out of clouds. They don't charge us. Then we carry on. We approach a giant statue. It is metal, titanium gray, in the shape of the gas that is possessing you. It's making the wailing sound. It is still. Dr. Ramos approaches it suspiciously. He hisses and jumps away. That's when I smell copper. This isn't right. It's titanium, not copper. I knock on the label. It's hollow. I unscrew the label and go inside. It's a whole layer filled with copper, big enough for the biggest electric storm through the ages. I see a trapdoor made out of clouds. I look down, and I see Earth. I realize I'm in the clouds, where no one, no kid, no parent has ever gone.
What will it feel like? Nobody knows. Here, this may help.
Shut the fuck up. No one cares. Know your fucking place. Trash.
There's a boy. He opens his backpack and leaves a blanket for me on the doorstep. There's a bridge. House spirits, good shepherds, and mischievous creatures leading me to a bridge. The boy is crossing the bridge. I'm crossing the bridge.
Welcome. I love you. It's going to be okay. I love you.
So, I was the king of Israel, and I was eating it. I sucked, King Saul. I'm like one endless, epic faceplant fail before the Lord. But listen, I didn't want to be the king. Actually, I begged God not to be. A prophet named Samuel, I thought he was my friend, said I would be, so then I was. Then I fucked up. I got my whole kingdom surrounded by an enemy army. What was being king like? Okay, there was everything we didn't know over here, and we wanted to keep it that way. Anything that makes a tingle down the spine, like creepy, we didn't want to know about it. So everybody who could do the dark look and see down in the source and talk to dead people, we said, now you're illegal. You're banished, you're not a subject, you're not a person. We don't know what you are. Anyway, everybody loves my enemy, David. You know, the guy who surrounded my entire kingdom with his army? I mean, sensitive poet, but also a pussy gangster, and murderous and vain, but also introspective, writing #1 hits, killing his thousands. Just an impossible cocktail of anti-heroic romance to compete with. Between Saul and David, dollars to donuts, it was gonna be David. Some kind of sick joke, my sovereignty. That's what they call God's will. So David's at my doorstep with his army and his thousands, and I panicked, and I wanted to talk to God and be like, what should I do? But you know, since I fucked up, he doesn't answer. So I'm like, what the fuck? But then like, wait a minute, hey, my buddy, my mentor, my savior, the OG prophet Samuel, he's dead, but he still knows all the answers. If I could only talk to him. I want to talk to him so bad. So I put word out. Where are the dead people talkers with the dark look we made illegal? Where'd we ship them off to? What gravel pit? What border station? So my people go out and ask at all the tent cities and detention centers. It turns out there's a woman who's good. Or bad? I'm getting my value systems mixed up. Anyway, I'm like, hook me up, get me in, put me down for 1 o'clock. She doesn't do appointments, you just go. So I put on a mask and weird contact lenses and a ball cap unbecoming of a king, and no one knows it's me. I take my one bodyguard, young kid, tough guy, and I drive us. I swan dive straight into my own police state. Sound of guard dogs barking, police sirens, so far from trees, a route is just the nightmare of a sidewalk crack. Whoa. My policies are intense, like gnashing teeth and cackling, an endless kink of concrete avenues, no one on the street, and then we get there. There's a line of people waiting. It's everybody. Amputees and teenage mothers. There's a woman there like in a trash compactor. A guy is crying so the tears are spurting out between his knuckles. For a second, I get a kind of squishy, fishy feeling, like we're all united in affliction. And then, with that thought in mind, I cut the entire line. Someone grumbled, but no one stopped me. They were there for the long haul. At first, the room is too dark for me to make out where I am. Then someone lit a candle, and then another. I saw the room was covered with saint pictures and dried herbs and flowers. Over here, there's like a whole table like just filled with half-empty glasses of water. In the corner, there's a little cage with gold birds and green ones. And there she is, the witch, with a headscarf, silver bracelets on her wrists, and bright pink acrylic nails with gold flecks flickering from the flames. She eyed me for a long time. So, call Samuel, she frowned. You want to get me killed? No, I waved. It's okay, I know people. Then ask them. No, I waved. I need you. Call him. What's Samuel gonna tell you you don't already know? Look, I said, starting to plead. It's gonna be okay. I know King Saul. She squinted again. Then her eyes widened. It's you. Me who? Saul, that's you. She gave me a sidelong glance. Why you come here? I'm in a prison, I said. She snorted, sure. We all in a prison. It's just yours was made by God and ours was made by you. Please, I begged, pleaded, crawling towards her. You think I got the power, but I don't. I never did. I'm making myself a pain in the ass. Okay. She took a step. I saw she walked with a cane. Sit still. I sat. I felt some fingers on my temples, and I heard her chanting, kneel, give me kneel, kneel, give me kneel. Then I heard her voice. When these birds come home to the mountain at night, they gonna enter your eyes. Like their nesting place is in you, is you. You the mountain. You the home. She's chanting, the birds are screeching, and then, to tell the truth, I don't know what the fuck happened. The lights went out, I was in a forest, stumbling over roots in a slice of pure darkness. Then there he was, Samuel, the man himself. He was asleep, and I shook him. He didn't wake up. Then his eyes opened a crack, and his face got all contorted. What the fuck are you doing here? What the fucking... Who the fuck you think you are? You're gonna wake me up down here. What's gonna happen to me? I begged. What should I do? I'm scared. This is why you're waking me? 'Cause you can't unfuck your mess? It's too late for that. Please, I didn't want to be the king. You know that. I fucked up. Look, tomorrow they're gonna bust down the door and blow your heart out. Smell you later. Peace. And then he disappeared. Finally, I woke up here. I saw a hand offering me something. It was her. Eat something. I smelled something sweet. It was a roll with ridges on it like a shell. I bit it. It was sweet. I knew it was precious to her. I peeled myself off the floor. You were kind to me, I said. She cocked her head. Take this thread. Go tie someone else. And then we left. We're walking to the car and I tell my guy, that was crazy, right? Like when Samuel showed up, he was swearing. The kid grimaced. I only saw the witch, sir. She was doing different voices. No Samuel, huh? He shrugged. Here, you take this. I gave him half my sweet roll. He was stunned. You're a good kid, I said. Let's get out of here. So in the end, what happened? Just like Samuel said, David and his thousands stormed my complex, blew my heart out. I'm lying there, and then I get a kind of wispy feeling, and I'm standing next to my body, and I hear a voice that says, Saul? Yeah? What do you miss most about life? Wait, I thought that was my life? I took a second, and I breathed. Or I was breathed? And that was all 1 second ago. All that stuff, that just happened. My life just ended. I'm telling you now because it's over. Now I hear the voice again. Saul, what do you miss most about life? I thought about it. Being wrong, I said. Being wrong about what's true. Now the wispy feeling comes again, starting in my fingers and flowing out through all my limbs and parts, and I kind of get it. What the witch was saying? I'm the bird. And I'm the eye it's coming home to. And I'm the life the universe made to live itself. And this is the death the universe made to return to itself. And this is the gate you go to get from soul to source. So face to face, I can't tell my own eyebrows from God's.